Hi guys, this is Priyanka, Assistant Professor, Department of CSC. Now we move for the info that is a files, modules and packages. First topic is files. In this files is nothing but it's a way to store the data permanently on a disk. For example, the .text file, CSV file or binary file. Text file extension is .text, CSV file is .csv and binary file is .binary. In these files, there are three types of files. One is the text files, binary files, and CSV files. First of all, how we open a file. For example, the syntax of the Python is file object is equal to open file name, comma mode. In mode, there is a read option, write option, append option, create option, read and write option, binary option, text option is there. Now we are going to discuss what is files, what are the text files in Python, how to read and write in files in Python, then why we use this terminologies. These are things we are going to discuss. First, files in Python. Already I said that file is a way to store data permanently on a disk. In Python, files is refers to the name location. When we use a computer, there are some files to use to store the data permanently. Unlike a data stored in memory like RAM, which is lost when a program ends or the computer is turned off, or data saved in file persistence. In this we have a file handling, file object and file modeling. Next we move for text files in Python. Text files is nothing but in this text files only we have to read, write. Example, we are going to read an entire file means, for syntax of entire to read a file means f is equal to open examples.text comma or data is equal to f.read. We want to print the data, then close the things, and we want to read line by line means f is equal to open for line in f, print line.strip f.close. F is equal to open. Like that, I'm writing a file. How to write a file means like this only. I'm going to write a file. Here, text files. How we work with text files in Python means first we want to read, write, or append the data. The open function is central to the process along with various files, models, and methods. Here we use try, open, read. Finally, ensures the code insists to runs no matter what. And try, it starts the block to handle code that might rise an error. That means is nothing but it occurs an error when we handle the code or when we block the statement. Opens is nothing but it is a read mode that we want to open a file. And read is nothing but the content of the file we must to read. Finally, ensures the code inside it runs no matter what. Next, reading and writing the file. Here, reading a file is nothing but is a read. It opens a file for reading. That is a default. Error if file does not exist. And writing means write, open a file for writing. Here we want to create a new file or overwrite existing files. This things mode is or and write for read, and mode is W is for write. Here's append function is nothing but is a way opens a file for appending, that is add a new data to the end of the file. First we want to understanding the names. First the goal is how we identify why we need a file handling in programming. Here the scenario, when we close a Python program, all data stored in a variable is lost. So we want to store the data permanently in the file. For example, we take the real-time example, saving marks of students in a file, recording login history, storing data logs for analysis. Here the statement we want to need is to where store, read and update data permanently using Python. That is the empathize. Again I said, empathize is nothing but is a goal. We give us some scenario, how it works in the real time, and how we need a statement to store the file. This is the empathize. These are the things reading and writing files occurs in Python. In next PPT, we see define, ideate, prototype, test. Then we move for the assessment and quiz for the file hunter quest. Thank you.